what isn't God? Don't you think sometimes it'd be easier to just ask what isn't God, because there's so many definitions. People are like, oh, God is this, God is that. I think God is this. No, God is this. How dare you say otherwise? Maybe it's easier to just be like, yo, what isn't God, bro? Like, we're all one. Everything's one. Maybe everything's sacred. Why would God be separate from anything else? That's my question. Maybe this search to find ourselves and this search to find God are really just the same search. We go around trying to figure out who God is when we don't even know who we are. Do you find yourself as the mind and the body? Are you this physical mind and body? Is God physical? Or are both these things non-physical? Or is the line is it just all the same? Like, there's no line drawn between physical and spiritual and all? What if all these lines drawn between these things are just really just illusions? What if it's just all one thing? Black and white, dark and light, yin yang, this whole these dualities of things. So and everything seems so separate. We live in this world of duality where it's all separate. We're like, oh, that's that. We look inside our hand and we say, okay, what's that? Oh, those are cells. What's inside of that? That's molecules. Okay, what is a molecule? What's inside of that? What's that made out of? Picking it apart, smaller and smaller. Sometimes it's good to zoom out instead of zoom in. What happens when we zoom out? We kind of see it all as one, right? You can find the beauty in anything. 1,000 light years away from Earth, it's just a dot. And when you're 1,000,000 light years away from our galaxy, it's just a dot. And when you're 1,000,000,000 light years away from our whole observable universe, it's just a dot. What if atoms are just universes? And what if universes are just atoms? And when we define things and we have words for things, we're really just killing all the beauty, because we're separating it from everything else. But when you look at the bigger picture and you zoom out and you're 1,000,000 light years away, it's all one beautiful thing, right? It's just another star in the sky. And not to say that you're insignificant or anything, you're just as much significant as you are insignificant. There's a balance. And really that's what all this is. What if God is balance? I keep coming back, like, what if God is this? What if God is that? But what if God is beyond balance? What if God is beyond duality? Beyond these dualities that are balanced, all this separateness that we see. What if God is a word for something beyond anything? Maybe God isn't a thing. Maybe God is this unexplainable connection between all of us that we haven't realized collectively yet. It's just the most beautiful thing in the world, because we're slowly realizing who we are. Isn't it just crazy how perfect everything is? You see like how perfectly constructed your hands are, how there's like a Fibonacci sequence in the way that you move your hand. If you put your thumb towards you and then move your hand like that, with your pinky going down first, you see the path of the tips of your fingers, like the path that creates. That's a Fibonacci spiral right there. And it's like, yo, you're part of this grand design of the universe. You have galaxies within you. You have nature within you. And it's really just all one huge grand design, and we just need to zoom out and look at the bigger picture. Most of the time we're zooming in too much. I don't know if you guys have ever seen fractals, but like, I'll probably put one right here just to show you, but it's like how it's zoomed out and then it zooms in, and then it zooms in on a tiny spot, and you're like, oh shit, that tiny spot is actually a big spot, and that's a whole world. Oh shit. And you realize the world is like this. It's just part of this grand design, and it's all part of the plan. It's beautiful. Sit back and enjoy it rather than trying to control it. When you go out into nature and you look at nature, don't you get the feeling that it's all interconnected? All these trees are giving nutrients. Like, there's a tree that's dying over here, and this tree over here can give nutrients through the ground that goes to that tree when it needs it. And the whole jungle, the whole ecosystem is this one huge organism in a way. We just need to start seeing it like that, and then we can prosper and grow. See, right now, the reason why there's problems in the world is because people don't realize. People don't realize that we're one with everyone. There is no other. It's all just you. So when you're serving others, you're serving you. All this war and death, all this shit wouldn't be here if only we realized that when we're killing someone else, when we're hurting someone else, we're really hurting ourselves. Simple as that. And it's silly. It's silly to have war. It's silly. All these things are silly because we're doing it to ourselves. And really, humanity just needs to get out of its own way. That's the only thing that's happening here. And humans, corrupted humans, the elite, or whatever you want to call them, are really just parts of ourselves, the darkest parts of ourselves that we're overcoming right now. And humanity is one being. We're all one. And those beings are going to realize that we're all one. When you look at a flower that's sprouting, right now we're probably just We haven't sprouted yet. You know what I'm saying? Humanity is just this like flower that's trying to sprout and realize who it is and find full expression. And finally, we're almost to the point where it's like, yo, we're opening up, we're flowering. And you know, the flower goes through some shit. And the flower has some dark sides to it. But you can't have that light without the dark. And it's this yin yang. And we're growing beyond it. And we're all just part of this. And it's all just happening. And enjoy it. And that's it. And that's the video for today. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. Please like, comment, and subscribe if you did, if you resonate with this message. Only if you feel it's right. You know what I'm saying? Also, you guys can follow me on Instagram at TrevMental. I'm going to be expressing a lot of God through there. A lot of love through there. A lot of truth through there. Music, art, beauty, all that shit. So, I invite you to be a part of my journey, and I would love to be a part of yours too. So, yeah. Other than that, I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you, I love you, and remember to look within.